Hello everyone, and in this video we are exploring the history of the Elkhart County Home. The county home has a very rich, interesting, sometimes controversial history. When we do a program on this topic, it's always highly attended. People are very interested in this topic, even though the Elkhart County Home hasn't existed here for almost 40 years. So it has a rich history, and we want to show you the history of the Elkhart County Home. So enjoy. The basis for county home facilities in Indiana was established by Article 9, Section 4 of the 1816 Indiana State Constitution. The philosophies of the framers of the state constitution was that the government had the responsibility to care for the less fortunate, and these county home facilities provided that space for the poor, mentally challenged, people with special needs, elderly, and orphan. Facilities known as poor farms, county infirmaries, poor asylums, and county homes began to open across Indiana. Elkhart County's first facility opened in 1845 north of Goshen. 9 years later, it was revealed the conditions were inhumane, and a new county home was opened in 1854 east of Goshen on County Road 40 and 31. The 180-acre farm was open for 30 years before a new location was established. The new facility opened in 1886 on a 113-acre piece of land in between Elkhart and Goshen on County Road 45. Built using Gothic Revival architecture, this facility became an iconic building in Elkhart County's built environment. The building was designed to hold 100 residents. Within it, there housed a male and female wing. There was also a recreation room, hospital, and later a beauty shop. In addition, for those residents that were deemed a threat to themselves and others, there were 12 cells located in the basement. The property also included a farm, which residents planted and harvested crops and raised livestock. Rules for working the farm required residents to be up at 5:30 in the morning, and they were expected to work a full schedule to complete the work that needed to be done. What was produced on the farm was sold, and the profits were used to fund the operation of the county home. Residents who were not able to work on the farm planted and maintained small kitchen gardens, tended the landscaping around the home, did housekeeping inside, and maintenance work around the facility. In the 1880s, the county home on average spent $2.08 per resident per week. The most successful period in the county home's history was during the 1930s. With the country in the grips of the Great Depression, the number of residents swelled to 116. Things like overcrowding and a lack of resources could have caused major issues, but the county home reached its highest success. From the sale of farm produce, which include 15 tons of alfalfa and 1,563 quarts of canned fruits and vegetables, the county home created a surplus of funds and saved $795 in the county's operating budget. As a review of county homes across Indiana took place, from these accomplishments, the Elkhart County Home was recognized as the best appointed and managed facility in the state. With the success of the 1930s, as the county home's history continued on, it began a steady decline. Until 30 years later, the story was very different. In the 1960s, the Elkhart County Home facility was in drastic need of repairs. Amongst other things, exposed wires ran throughout the facility, linoleum floors had broken tiles throughout the building, residents' rooms suffered from poor lighting and ventilation, and were equipped with only a bed and a chair. The total number of residents was on the decline as private nursing homes and care facilities opened in Elkhart County. To combat this, administrators expanded the standard of who was admitted into the county home. People with wide-ranging disabilities, disorders, addictions, and social issues were allowed into the county home with staff that were unable to provide proper care. With all these problems, a report recommended that the county home be closed and was delivered to the Elkhart County Commissioners in January of 1965. The process of closing the facility began in 1967. The farmland was turned over to the Elkhart County Parks Department and became Oxbow County Park. The home remained open as a fight played out in county politics. A movement led by Elkhart County Councilwoman Marjorie Madlam pushed the county to make improvements and continued to operate the home as it was. After years of protests, heated public meetings, voted down referendums, court cases, and failed proposals, The commissioners officially closed the Elkhart County Home in 1977. The last residents were transferred to a private facility. Madlaminer Group Home Sweet Home continued to fight for the future of the building as it lay dormant. The commissioners approved a plan to demolish the building, and Madlaminer Group sued to save the facility. The Superior Court ruling upheld the demolition, and the Elkhart County Home was torn down in 1981. Madlam and others tried to salvage pieces of the building after the demolition, and the debris was buried in Oxbow County Park.